Coyote80 UK writes, Jaedong versus ZerO, the cruelest set of them all. ZerO has blown away all competition and is the most exciting Zerg on the horizon. I think he too will start biting into Jaedong's win ratio. Definitely the most exciting of matches and one I think ZerO will take. Varsuvius Prime writes, ZerO, this guy is playing with great intensity and an exhausted Jaedong won't be able to cope. Tom Phoenix XSC writes, best of 3 in Jaedong's best matchup, an almost certain Jaedong victory. Rays667 writes, I predict ZerO will beat the Dong with some freaky epic Queen and Snare Muta versus Muta Scourge insanity. Here we go. Return of the King is the map. Zerg versus Zerg. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is actually the only matchup in the round of 8 that is not a team matchup. This is Woonjin Stars versus Hwaseon Oz. Colors and positions. Looks like ZerO is orange. So that means... Actually, that's not orange. That's beige. Weird. Looks like ZerO is up here in beige at the 10 o'clock position. That means down at the 8 o'clock in red is the Dong. The Jaedong. Brand new hair dye. Although that's Jaedong's original hair color, so he's kind of dyeing it to go back to the original color, I think. I'm getting tired of reddish-brown, I guess. And curiously enough, Jaedong is actually sending his overlord towards the middle of the map. Why he's doing this, I honestly couldn't tell you, but I think I will figure it out here in a little bit. Queen, that's the universal language of Queen. So I think everyone's kind of hoping that ZerO goes for Queens in this. Maybe that's what Jaedong's doing. He's going to the middle. Make sure that ZerO hasn't gotten a Queen and infested that command center. Actually, this isn't the command center map. What am I thinking? Slap myself in the head there. This is Return of the King. Oh, maybe Jaedong's doing that anyway. He's like, oh, maybe they snuck a neutral command center in this map and didn't tell me. I gotta make sure he hasn't infested it. But yeah, I think this will be a pretty epic game. ZerO is known for his bread and butter, good old-fashioned, very safe Zerg versus Zerg, which I think Jaedong is going for the exact same build, which is basically 12 pool or over pool, but it looks like, yeah, 12 pool from both players here. 12 pull from ZerO, and actually Jaedong's going for his expansion here, so he's going to try to protect that. And I find it very, very interesting that Jaedong is going to the top there, going towards, he's going diagonally, he's going to try to intercept a Overlord, I think. He's going to try to intercept that Overlord. There's the Overmind, aka Jaedong. That's a good picture of Jaedong there, just a gigantic pulsating eye. And there is a sign that says, now ZerO has the better hair. Uh-oh. Man, that is a major diss. Burn, man. Major burn. But yes, this is kind of a build order disadvantage for ZerO already. Since he went for a 12 pool, he's not going to have an extra hatchery, an extra base like Jaedong will. So that could end up hurting him, but when you're at a level like this, of players playing this great, a player at a disadvantage like this can definitely pull themselves back up. I mean, I've seen Jaedong win against a 9 pool with an expansion. He put down an expansion and won against a 9 pool, which is almost impossible. It's absolutely insane that he was able to do that, but it's going to take ZerO a little while to actually find that hatchery, but he is coming down here with his Zerglings. So he's probably going to see this soon enough, but Jaedong is probably going to have his Zerglings out to defend this. Yeah, he's getting some Zerglings out as we speak, going out with another drone just to help him fight, I think. Yeah, ZerO knows about this. He's going to try to pick at these Zerglings and eventually try to take this hatchery down. But yeah, he's outnumbered as far as Zergling count goes. He's boxing himself into a little bit of a corner. Jaedong is putting him into a corner. So, oh man, look at Jaedong's face. He is so scary. And yeah, he completely cornered ZerO there. So it's going to take ZerO a long time to get rid of this hatchery. So ZerO doing the right thing, putting down a hatchery of his own. So he can compete economically here. There's no way he's going to be able to take out this hatchery just from working off of one base. So I think ZerO did make the right decision here. by putting down a hatchery of his own. Even though he's going to be a little bit behind, he is going to be able to compete, and that's one of the most important parts here. Looks like ZerO running up here. He's going to try to defend his base. He's going out with a couple of drones to mine, but he's probably going to end up having to use those drones to defend his base here. Look at, focusing on Jaedong's eyes there. Jaedong has so many zerglings here, just surrounding everything from ZerO, and he's coming in with even more zerglings. It's absolutely vicious play from Jaedong, taking out everything that ZerO has. God, I've never seen anything like this. Jaedong just completely drilled right through everything that ZerO had. Man, I was thinking that ZerO would be able to take these games, or at least it would be a very close matchup. But it looks like Jaedong saying, screw you, I am the king of Zerg versus Zerg, and I'm going to take out your freaking hatchery. What are you going to do about it? Huh? Wow, taking out the hatchery. ZerO's completely screwed here, and you can see it on his face. He's putting down a sunken colony, but I think the sunken is just going to bounce off these freaking awesome zerglings. These zerglings got like shield or something. They've got freaking D-matrix on them somehow. Coming in here, almost taking out that sunken. I think Jaedong could have taken out that sunken. That's absolutely vicious play. Wow. If Jaedong plays like this again in the second and third set, ZerO's not going to have a chance. And it's really kind of a shame because ZerO is so great versus Protoss and versus Terran, and he's actually pretty damn good versus Zerg as well. But Jaedong is on a whole nother level. I mean, Jaedong is basically Neo. He sees the world differently. He sees the little matrix zeros and ones inside of the game, and he knows where to strike, when to strike, with how many troops to strike with. ZerO's screwed. He doesn't have very many drones at all. He put some back on gas so he could eventually get up his Mutalisk. And yeah, this is kind of sad to watch from this point on because you know that Jaedong's going to destroy ZerO here. It's a very unfortunate game for ZerO, but yeah, he just got manhandled, absolutely manhandled by Jaedong, coming down with a couple of Scourge, passing by the Overlord there. So ZerO is going to try to get back by landing on the Mutalisk, but yeah, once he sees it's GG. He sees those drones on gas, and wow, absolute ownage. I mean, just absolute ownage. Jaedong, wow, he must have sold his soul to the devil or something. That was absolutely demonic play. That's the only way I can put it. That was just demonic. There were demons in those zerglings. But yeah, this has been Nuke. I might have to rethink my predictions. Maybe. We'll see. Come on, ZerO. We know you're a better player than that. But I will be moving on next week to the remainder of the round of 8. The round of 8 is a best-of-3 format, and the second and third games, third if they're needed, games will be played next week. Wow. I will see you guys later.